show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Kryptonite Show. Woo! The good times that keep on rolling, and we really are entering that zone. The banana zone is coming. It's going to be a lot of fun, and yeah, we're getting a bit of a taster right now. Welcome to the Kryptonite Show. Your host Superman in the house, and we're excited about where things are going. It is currently Sunday here in New Zealand, the 11th of May, and it is midday. So there we go, and it's a little overcast outside here down at the bottom of the worldwide world. We're down the bottom. Anyway, so I hope you guys are having a good time. I know it's probably Saturday afternoon, evening up in the Northern Hemisphere. And yeah, it is a lazy Sunday here, but we have the markets are moving. And yeah, is it going to hold up on a Sunday in the US? That's the real key. You know, we'll see how that goes. But certainly momentum's looking very exciting. We're going to look at Bitcoin, and we're going to look at Ethereum busting through resistances. And of course, we're going to check out PulseChain. We got some big news around Banksa, the big on-ramp onto PulseChain. So we're going to talk about that and the time frame when that's going to be fully online once they've got one issue they've got. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into TitanX as well. We're doing a TitanX up today. It's looking very much like TitanX is on the move with Ethereum moving up as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, exciting times. Now, don't forget to get into the X and retweet or repost. Very important for that. So I'm going to post that now and give you guys the link. So get out there and repost. Now, obviously, we're streaming here on YouTube. But you know, get out on X as well and repost that repost show on X. And there it is, the link right there. We got Gugard in the house there. New all-time high on King LFG. Yeah, let's go, boy. Let's get ready to rumble. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, King's been performing like a boss, and Gugard's out there crushing it. Yeah. Yeah, it has been doing very well, the old King there. So well done to Gugard and the team. Absolutely outstanding. And looking forward to more from the King in the house. Literally is back, Richard Hart as well. So big shout there on that one. Yeah, there is the show. So repost the show on X. Just take a moment and just go beep and send it out to everybody. If you want to hear, let them hear about all the latest PulseChain markets and news. Get them out there, folks. And if you're on YouTube, click the share button and share it out. And people don't use it often on YouTube, but get out there and share it. That'd be really helpful if you're watching on YouTube. So kind of cool. We got Blair in the house as well. Hi, all. Good to see you, Blair. Woohoo! Now, obviously, everybody's with the prices going up. Everyone's portfolio value is going up, right? So that's got to be a good thing. So here where are we? We're on the 11th of May, and things are only going to get better from here. We're going to be talking about some of that today. It's going to be pretty exciting. All right, without further ado, get into the chat there. Let your opinions be known. You know, we're a PG channel, PG. So just remember that. But apart from that, get in there and let us know what you want to talk about there as well. Now, if you haven't followed the socials, our Discord and Telegram is in the video description. Definitely join that up and share it to other people to join as well. Our Discord is amazing. We have a paid strategy club, and that is $35 a month. Fantastic value. There are people out there, you know, are charging $3,500. So it's $35, and you're getting all the alpha because you guys know I cover all the markets, right? All day. So definitely get into that. And of course, if you want to become a community member, that's only $12.50 in Discord. So join up to that. And of course, Telegram is free. You can join our Telegram. And we've got an alpha list, and we've got tons of influencers and founders in there. So you're going to get to meet a lot of the teams as well. So it's a pretty good place to be in the old Telegram also. So let's get into it without further ado and check out where we're going on this one. So we've got a bit of news to come up. So let's cover the news. And it is, you know, we've got a geopolitical risk in the world. We have the conflict with India and Pakistan. So we don't want, you know, big major conflicts to, you know, knock us off our banana part of the bull market. So yeah, it's good to see President Trump in the White House there pulling India and Pakistan back from the brink of war, which is good news there as well. Obviously, human life gets to be saved there, which is very important. Yeah, so that was some of the cool stuff there. 24 hours before President Trump announced on social media Saturday morning that a ceasefire had been reached, a scramble in the White House had begun. So that was really, really cool. So you got the Secretary of State there getting in and doing it. So yeah, Vance caught the Vice President called Modi, got it all done, and yeah, they managed to pull that back from a brink, and a full immediate ceasefire was pretty much called. So pretty exciting there. Of course, Vice President recently been to India as well with Prime Minister Modi there, and they managed to pull that back. So very excited. Vance wrote from an X. He says, "Great work from the president's team, especially Secretary Rubio, and my gratitude to the leaders of India and Pakistan for their hard work and willingness to engage in the ceasefire, because it could have really, scaled up potentially into a major war, if not a nuclear war. Right? If Pakistan was losing, if that ended up being the case, then they did say that they would use the nuclear weapons against not just India, but against the whole world, which is kind of a crazy statement there from the foreign minister. But hey, look, it's crazy stuff happens, right? So that was a very good news there, and that means our market rally can continue. So let's check out the markets on the old crypto. And yeah, we got pretty nice move, a 1.5% move in the market cap of crypto, 3.486 trillion. So almost $3.5 trillion there, and it's still low. I mean, you're talking about gold up at like 10 times that. So yeah, we got a long way to go. It's going to be pretty exciting. And Bitcoin at the moment, $104,490, up 1.5%. We got Ethereum at number 2 at 2,582. What a rebound that's been, right? We were down at like what, $1,600 or something, $1,700, and here we are up at 9.5% today. Woohoo! That's hot. And of course, we got XRP at number 4, up 4% at $2.46. BNB at $661, down 1.2% today, but it's had a pretty good run, 10%, over 10% run recently. And Solana there is up 2%, $176 at number 6. Dogecoin there at number 8 is at 24 cents, just under 25 cents, up 22.8% today on the old Doge there. So that's a pretty major move. Cardano or ADA there is at number 9, is at 84 cents. That is up 6.6%. And finally, wrapping off our top 10 is Tron. That is up 1.5% and 26.5 cents. So those are our current rankings in the top 10. The best mover, of course, is pretty outstanding. We've got two of them. We've got Dogecoin at 40.3% in the last week, and we got Ethereum up 40.2% in the last week as well. So that is major moves there for the majors. Pretty exciting. And of course, so we've got a Solana there moving up 20% for the week as well. So not bad. That's what we want to see. We want to see more of this, right? And that is what we're going to see when we get this banana move. It's so violent to the upside, and it looks like we're just getting the early parts of that. Now, in terms of the top 100 coins, what's the best performer? We got Pepe at number 1, up 67% for the week. We got Arbitrum up 52% for the week, and Uniswap there up 45% for the week there. That is where we are. Then followed by Athena and Lido up 42%, pretty much each of them. So there we go. That's in the top 10. Not bad, right? Not bad. Now, in terms of top gainers, we got Hosiko Cat. That's up 80% there. Hash AI is up 65%, and Ether.fi is up 41%, following ETH, of course. We got Trending, we got Saros, AI Companions, and Purple Peppy there. So we've got a little bit of mishmash in those lists, and we've got a couple of AI ones there from the looks of it as well. We'll see how the AI thing plays out in the future. Obviously, that's a pretty big deal with these advanced AI chips coming out from NVIDIA, like the Blackwell chips and things like that. And of course, a lot of competition in that space between the US, China, and I guess Taiwan and other places. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see that whole market move. All right, so that is kind of where we are on the old crypto. We're going to zoom in on Bitcoin now and see how awesome this is. As you guys know, we've pretty much mapped out the strategy, and it's playing out like a charm. It's playing like a charm. We're going to put a little charm music there. Let's some magical. All right. We got some comments in the chat here. Let's go to that. First, we've got Pulseman announced there. PMX 500 is ripping up 40,000% in just 5 weeks. Hottest mover on PulseChain ecosystem right now. Don't step on this one, says Pulseman. And we got Larry O in the house as well. Yo. Good to see you, Larry O. Hope you're doing well also. And yeah, let's get onto it. So Bitcoin, we got Trump's 3-legged stool strategy playing out. Trade deal announcements. We had the first one, UK, US. We're looking forward to possibly India, Japan, South Korea, countries like that. It's going to be interesting to see that play out. They are more complicated. I think it took several weeks for the UK one to go through. It's got about about 2,500 pages, I think, in the document agreement. So it does take a while. They have about 25 countries, I think it is, on the go at the moment. They've got to go through 115 or more. So we've got a lot of good news coming through over the next few weeks. They're going to try and do it regionally as well. So, they've obviously had the UK come out from Europe. They're going to try and do one in Asia, one in South America. That's kind of the rollout that they're looking at there. So there we go. We got a massive bust out there. Look at this. We've got a golden cross is playing out. We avoided a death cross back here in April, 19th of April, and we are moving on up here. So since that time, we have really come up quite a long way here. Let's have a look at that. How far we've come up. We've come up since the trade, when we had the 10% trade tariffs there, we were all the way down at 84,000. Let's say 75,000. Let's say just below 75. And now we're up dramatically. And how many days? 34 days. We are up 40% on old Bitcoin there. And that is a $29,600 move inside just over a month. So let's say 5 weeks, almost $30,000 in 5 weeks. Isn't that impressive? So there we go. And it's just getting warmed up, right? Just getting warmed up. So yeah, we've got trade deal announcements. We've got the big tax bill, and we've got deregulation and leverage. Those are the three kind of key parts of Trump's strategy. And they're going to try and move to, maybe a 3% deficit for GDP, and probably towards balanced budget and things like that. So we've got a lot of stuff happening in that space coming up later on. So that's kind of play. Now I think this is all going to be done and dusted by the main stuff, particularly the top 15 countries or so, maybe top 25 by the 4th of July. All the strategy should be in place, right? That's the goal. That will lay Trump's foundation. And then, of course, it's the golden age of America after that, right? So just more good stuff. More investment, more, really a lot of construction. There's going to be a lot of construction in the United States. That's probably the thing to look out for, from infrastructure through to ports and shipbuilding, through, to latest technology companies. We see that happening already. Some very big manufacturing being already built straight away. They're rushing it all. And so it's pretty huge. They're clearing land. It's really going to be crazy. All the stuff that they're doing. It's going to be crazy, crazy, crazy. So that is pretty exciting for Bitcoin. Now, the other one, of course, is Ethereum. That's really been making a big move. Ethereum, of course, had been lagging very, very badly. But, of course, the last couple of days following the EIP upgrade on the 7th, that's the 7th to 8 year, we have pumped on the old Ethereum, and we are up. So we've been up 44% inside 3 days. So is that crazy? So, Bitcoin did it over 34 days. Was 30K, doing 40%, and we're in 3 days on Ethereum. We've done it 44%. Isn't that crazy? Obviously, with the EIEP upgrades, allowing up to 2028 Ethereum rather than 32. So that helps institutions. I think there's some multi-fee EIEP upgrade as well. And then, of course, on the back of the good news around the UK US deal, and of course a subsiding of the political risks as well. So we've got pretty good things happening right here in the market. So outstanding stuff, right? That is the daily chart there. We're still in this death cross, right? Where the death cross came here. We had the death cross on Ethereum on the 13th of February. We have come down all the way down. We got as low as $1,397, and we're back up at 2,558. Pretty exciting stuff, right? Let's quickly go to the monthly chart here and have a longer term view of the chart and have a look and see where we're up there. So let me just auto queue this one, and let's auto fit, and bam. All right, so you can see that we're back over the moving average, 50-day moving average in yellow on Ethereum, and we're back over that. So it's kind of cool. This is the monthly chart, so we've got a lot of work to do to move higher. But we're kind of coming into that resistance zone right where we are. We had a bit of support around here. We had a bit of support around the zone. So I think if we bust past this, it's game on, right? I think a natural target ahead of us is probably not only 3,000 but 3,300. That's kind of the next mark there, and then on horizontal, 3,800. And of course, you guys know if we get to 3,800, that's kind of where the magic carpet ride Ethereum money is from the PulseChain sacrifice. And so that could be really hyper bullish for us there. And then, of course, game on for, moving higher, to 4,900 or so. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see where we go here as well. So, we're going to get back over that 4,900. Our recent top was 4,100. All-time high is 49. So we've got to get back over that. And I think if we do that, we can start getting into that territory of 10 to 15K for the top of the bull market cycle. With an outside chance of 25. I mean, it's really probably outside chance at this moment, but I definitely think 10 to 15 is definitely doable in this cycle. It really just depends on Bitcoin. Bitcoin does 150 to 250, probably in that 10-15 zone for Ethereum. Definitely possible, definitely doable. And then, if we ended up going to like 400K, then you're talking about, $20,000 to $25,000 Ethereum. Going to be pretty crazy. So it's all happening. It's all playing out pretty nicely there. So that is the markets. Got to be pretty excited about that. That is very, very cool indeed. Yeah, we're probably in that kind of resistance zone at the moment. We bust through that on Ethereum. It could be absolute game on, right? That's going to lead us into, you go know what? PulseChain, Pulse gains. What do I say on the title? Bitcoin pumps and PulseChain jumps. That's my poeticness here on Sunday. Bitcoin pumps and PulseChain jumps. Laugh at my own joke. It's pretty bad. We got Trent in the house there. Let's go, 100% Trent. Absolutely exciting, isn't it? Ethereum on the move there. Now we're going to be talking about a tight next today because it's moving and it's built on the back of Ethereum. So we're going to talk about that. That's our last topic for today. After we talk about PulseChain. We got Pukadu in the house as well. What's happening, Superman? Well, the market's on the move and we're enjoying it. That's probably it. We're having a little glass of wine. No, I'm just kidding. I've got a coffee actually, but it'd be nice to have a glass of wine or light beer. It is. We are moving into winter here down under. Of course, you guys are moving into summer in the north. We're moving into winter in the south here. We've had a few little tasters so far, and that's kind of where we are. All right, so should we get into PulseChain? I think we should, and let's talk about it. So let's get into the markets and see how it's performing. So we've got PulseChain here, day 729. Can you believe it? Since PulseChain launched on the 13th of May, 2023, and 729 days later, here we all are. There we all are. Now we've got PulseChain on the move. It's up 4.4% at the moment. It was higher than this before the live stream. It moves around a bit, but it's at 37% of the mean sacrifice price. Currently at quadruple 0368 there. So still in the cumulative zone here. So if you're thinking about getting some buy low, right? That's where we are. We're still at the buy low price here. PulseX at the moment, quadruple 0331, up 3.9% pretty much. We're sitting at 33% of the mean sacrifice price. Again, same thing as PulseChain. And of course, the total buy and burn is currently at 1.4 trillion, sitting at about 7.1% of the public supply. That excludes the OA sacrifice wallets. Pretty cool. We've got incentive token there is at $1.76, up 7.25%. That is the winner of today so far. And man, we were down. Just remember, we were only down a couple of days ago at $1.16. Do you remember that? We're at $1.76 already. It's some pretty impressive moves here on the old INC. We've got the supply at around about 55 million, although it's not going to change much, right? Because the inflation has been dramatically reduced, about 20x or so, and we're down at 2,600 ink per day in emissions. So the very scarce supply there on the INC. We're going to see whether we get some particular moves from Richard Hart and his team around the Master Chief, or Master Chief. I can't remember Master. I love Master Chef, Master Chief. What am I talking about? One of those two. We're going to have that operating, and it's going to be pretty cool. And let's see what happens with the Dow and single side stake and stuff like that. It's definitely still possible that's on the play. Hex at the moment is just under 9/10 of a penny, up 5%, and EHEX is at 2900 of a penny. Combined price of EHEX and PX is at 1.18 cents. So let's just round it at 1.2 cents. That is the market at the moment. And man, is it going to really do some hyper pump? Are we heading towards the dollars for Hex? Keep a lookout because I'm feeling pretty bullish about where it's going to go. We've got pretty thin liquidity there. People just have to hodl and buy more and let the magic God mode candle come at some stage. It could be very, very soon indeed. It's going to be fun. All right, so that's kind of where we are at the moment. Let's have a look at the gas prices. So gas prices at the moment is 2.5 million, sitting at 3 cents for a PulseX swap at the moment. Let's have a look at the validators. Validators at the moment, 45,000 active validators. And what are the bridge at the moment? The bridge is sitting at 96.6 million. Let me think about that. That's up from yesterday, of course. Where were we at yesterday? We're at, I'm trying to remember now. I know we were down 80. We were probably about 86, weren't we, about 2 days ago? Then I think we moved up by about 5. I don't know. We were to where did we go? 93. I can't remember exactly, so I'll just stop there. But I think we're up about 10 million or so from about 2 days ago, and we're sitting at 96.6 million there. Not too far away from 100 million again. Be great to be back over that and onwards and upwards from there. What did we get up to? Kind of a high. Just my last time I remember we got a high was about 170 million or something. But let's see if we can break that 200 million mark in a week or something. I don't know, 2 weeks. Let's see. and see what happens. We get this FOMO keep moving on. There's no reason why that's not going to happen. The interesting thing is the DAI has increased, right? That is the real big one there. We're sitting down at 20.6 million DAI. We now got 22.25 million. So new capital is coming in. That's pretty cool. New capital, like that a lot. All right, so the one thing we're looking out for is Coast. Will Coast get new capital flowing in? We're going to keep a look out for that. It's at 9.6 million at the moment. We did have an extra, probably 600K several weeks ago come in. So let's see what happens there as well. And of course, USDC and USD Tether also. So we'll keep a look out for that. And will we get more Bitcoin as well? That could be interesting. There's theories around the Richard Heart and the Bitcoin. So we're going to see something like that. Obviously, Ethereum too. We'll keep a look out for all of that stuff. All right, so that is pretty much that. Let's go to the markets, 22.1 million. So we've been doing this for a couple of days, right? It was 3 or 4 days up at the 22 million mark. Before that, we were down all the way down at 12 million. Remember that? We're down at 12 million. So at least we've up 80% or something. So that's pretty cool. We're at 406,000 transactions, which is more than yesterday, last couple of days. So that's actually pretty good. And the top movers at the moment on deck screen is default view. And that is the, 6-hour trending here, 24-hour ranked. 24-hour ranked here. We got Pulse Puppy is up 52%. We got Die Hard, which is based on the DAI, right? DAI's been pumping big time, right? The old P DAI. It's probably a good thing that the maker was closed down, right? Because it's enabled them to really pump, which is pretty cool. We've got what there? We got a lot of stuff going on there. What else we got there? We got Staked ETH at the moment. It is up 23%. We got PMX 500, which PulseMan was talking about in the chat there. That is up 23%. And we got PulseMan in the chat there with another little insight there. Double on a double on double. Pretty exciting. And winning on that one. What else we got? We got Ring the One meme is up 15% there, sitting at number 6. We got PDC the Greys doing pretty well, also up 15% there. Tropa from James Maria. So we've seen, it seems, James Maria pump money back into the system again. It was really rallying the last 2 days and still one of the leaders at the moment, up another 14% there on a Tropa, doing pretty well. And we've got Teddy Bear as well. X Game, of course. I've talked to you guys about X Game. This is coming from the big fire whale, and that has had a nice rebound. Yesterday it was kind of sitting around, lulling around, coming back a few percent. And today it's back up, and it should be. And if you guys haven't joined our X Game portal, that's our community, dedicated community. We're the first ones with the dedicated community. Definitely join in there. You're going to get all the information you could possibly want. That's in the Telegram group. So join up to that today. I'm not sure if I think I've got it in the video description on YouTube, so check that out. What else we got going? Incognito up 11% there, XUSD. Now I interviewed XUSD, you guys know. Where's it? Mod? It's gone. This market's moving around fast. Do you see that? So all the numbers are moving around here pretty fast. We'll get down to that. We got Doubt Token there up 11% as well, and we've got Ink Printer there from Fast Abdul, our fourth liquidity fork. That is up almost 10% there. And what else there? ALGO on the back of Hex, right? That is up 10%. Solid X, of course, related to X Game. These are all part of the same ecosystem. Man, has that turned around? That was only like $7 a couple of days ago. Now $12. So really awesome return there. That's from Firewhale and doing very well. Also, we got Love.io. Now we interviewed XUSD. We had also Love.io founder Anders in the house. So big shout out to him. And we had Love.io. I'd been wondering about Love.io for a long time. You guys know that. So like, where's Love.io? They had a great website, and I thought they would be a big social community. But we ended up having Anders on the show, and I'm looking forward to having an interview with him at some stage. That would be very cool. So let's see if we can get more insights into Love.io, because I actually thought it was really well put together. Just didn't hear much about it. So hopefully we'll get a lot of insights about that. Lady Gaga at the moment is up 8.5%. We've got Incentive Token, obviously, there at number 26, up 8% there. Pump Tires. I think Pump Tires is going to probably run away, but it's up to you guys to decide. That's kind of the main coin for Pump Tires, and so that we'll see how that goes in the future as well. Time Dividend, of course, our big native wallet on PulseChain with KG, doing a great job out there. Was it over 75,000, 76,000 downloads? So it's really, and it's starting to run away, actually, the downloads. It's particularly with, Rabbi Wallet, being taken away. We do have Pulse Wallet, right, which is the fork of that. And we do have a few other supportive wallets out there that you can use. But the Time wallet, they're doing very well. Now, presumably the volume through that wallet is going up relative to the amount of tokens of Time that have held. So presumably the return is going up as well. Might be definitely something worth checking on the Internet Money website to see that yield must be going up. And surely the yields, everything's going up. So the number of users, the number of the prices, then surely that payment for time's got to be going up. So definitely worth checking there. UFO, of course, related to PGC up here. So PGC all the way up here is number 67. We got the sun, as I call it. I don't know. I keep changing my analogy, but we got PGC doing pretty well. Where'd it go? I've lost it now. We got Frank. It's moving. This stuff's moving around. This is so fast. We haven't had moving around this fast for a long time on the old PulseChain. That's crazy. Normally it's fairly constant, but look at this thing's moving in real time. My ranking is going right out the kitchen window, along with the sink and the stove and everything else. We've got Frank token at the moment up pretty nicely, 7%. Loan token up. Top Hat from Crypto Coffee, who I had an interview with the other day. If you haven't checked that out as well. Bitcoin Pump Tires up 6%. Gas Station, one of the printer tokens from OG WebChef, up 6.5% there. Mafia token from Jacob, of course, one who I argue is probably the world's best peer-to-peer developer, is up 6% there too. We got Gophers, right? The first 404 contract from a dip catcher that's doing pretty well also. So we've got quite a few leaderboards, moving on the leaderboard here. But man, it's moving around so fast, guys. This is moving. I've not seen it move like this for a while. I mean, we're not in huge percentages like 30-40% across the board, but we're getting a lot of movement in the ranking here. Just as I'm covering it, it makes it quite difficult to keep track. But I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. We've got Jupiter at the moment up 5.5%. We've got Sparta as well, paying it, buying the old Hex there. That's turning out to be a good move. And of course, they're going to use some of that they're going to put that in a treasury and use it to buy more Sparta later on, I guess, when Hex goes up big time. We got PulseX in the mix. We got Beast, of course, another printer token, and that's at $1.24. So it seems to have bounced a little bit, but not hugely yet. But let's see what happens there. And of course, the team from OG WebChef went over to Ethereum, right, and launched a project over there. And so we'll see what happens in terms of the PulseChain tokens. Maybe they're going to have a little bit of a slight rebound, and then maybe have another move. We'll keep a lookout for that for all the OG WebChef tokens. We got BBC from the DEXs. Yeah, don't shy from the DEXs because they're likely to move. Once all the value goes up, the volumes go up, DEXs become more valuable, right? So keep an eye out on the old DEXs there. BBC up. And we got APC, Apine Pulse as well, up 4%. What else is looking pretty good? Solana Pump Tires is up 3%. Teddy Bear Takeover having a bit of a sleeper at the moment. It's still at 0.8 of a penny, but of course, I guess the OG Teddy there was getting all the limelight there when you got James Murray out there with all that money. So that got pumped, right? So maybe that took a bit of the limelight off the moment. However, that said, Teddy Takeover has been doing pretty well with Moon King, the big influencer, 110,000 followers. And we covered that yesterday, so not bad there. We got Saul's Sun Mini Meal. Now, obviously, this is the big on-ramp we're going to be talking about. So let's talk about that now, shall we? And while we're here, I'm going to get into the chat in a minute. We've got a couple of comments there, but here we are at 6.9 cents, and it's just off the top, right? The top was 7.5 cents, and of course, we are looking forward to Sun Mini Meal. They've got an update is out, so let's read through that update here and get through down here. Let's go. So, right, so we got Banks update. And how long ago was this? It was 11 o'clock p.m. So I guess it's last night. And let's see what it said. So Banks update, we want to communicate transparently what happened, how it's been addressed, and what the temporary workaround will look like. Banksa and we agreed on a so-called DEX integration. By that, we meant that would integrate the PTS to execute customer orders through decentralized exchange. That part is working properly, so that part's fine. The issue, however, was that Banksa needed to fetch the price of Soil token to display and calculate orders, since they never completed a DEX integration like we planned it. Before they were still fetching their price of Soil from CoinGecko. So instead of a DEX, they were getting their prices from CoinGecko. The problem, CoinGecko does not account for price impact per individual order, but Batias does. So that's very important there. Since Banksa executes trades through the PulseX pool, accounting for price impact is essential. Otherwise, they risk losing money on each order. So that is the big issue there. What is the price impact in a decentralized liquidity pool? Each buy order slightly increases the token price. The more you buy, the more the price rises. That's how AMMs work, of course. The basic arithmetic is X times Y equals K for V2 pools, right? V2 pools for AMM pools for Uniswap. We won't go too deep into the math here. Just know when you buy, you push the price up, you push it up at a square, right? So it goes up faster when and it goes down faster too, right? So that's the other thing. What went wrong? Currently, banks that get saw price from CoinGecko. EG, for example, it might be 7 cents. They take your order amount minus their fee, 100% minus 1%, $990 would be the case, and divide it by the price, right? And then you get 14,142 soil. However, your 1,000 order causes, say, a 2% price impact. Since banks only charges 1% fee, they're effectively losing 1% on that trade. So that didn't work out very well for them. The solution: when prices are fetched directly from Batias, the price impact is already included. The user naturally pays for it, just like any on-chain swap. So banks are now needs to integrate Batias not only for executing orders, but also for price fetching. This requires a major backend update and will take an estimated 1 to 2 months to implement. So that's very important there. The workaround. So they're going to do a workaround because it's going to take 1 to 2 months for that. Until then, we've defined US order ranges and the expected price impact for each. For example, orders between 500 and 1,000 typically cause a price impact of about 0.8%. Banks will apply custom spreads to simulate this impact and protect against losses. These ranges will be adjusted regularly as market conditions change. It's not 100% precise, but it's the best temporary solution until full Batias integration is in place. We apologize for the inconvenience. This is unfortunately part of the building first of its kind solutions. Rest assured, all parties are working hard to resolve as quickly as possible. So there we go. And Hex Scout responded, "Thank you very much for your transparent update and clarifications. Circumstances are completely understandable, and of course they wish them the best on that." Now, the thing we got here was someone asked them, "Thank you for the update. Did banks at KYC yesterday? Did banks at KYC yesterday?" Says Alpha Beatum there, and registered, but no soil and drop down. I assume this is because of the above. So for now, how does it work exactly? Well, Son Emmanuel said, "Sorry for the misunderstanding. The workaround is not yet live. It will be available next week. So if you're looking to use the banks on ramp, it will be available next week." So that is the details there. Not bad at all. All right, so that is kind of the play there on that. And as we know that there's going to be several other, Hex Scout talked about several other on-ramps coming. We look like we're going to have probably 2 more this month for May. Let's say one of them slips into June. And then we got another one coming in the third quarter, I think it was, as well. So more on-ramps. This is fundamental for PulseChain, particularly during this bull market cycle. Very excited about that. So there we go. That is the big news there. And of course, Sun Mini Meal holding up pretty decently at 6.9 cents at the moment. And of course, as I understand, 20% of the revenues coming from the corporate will be coming onto the old PulseChain. That's potentially a lot of capital, potentially millions and millions of dollars. And of course, that would end up buying soil and burning it too. So we'll be looking out for that in the future. All right, so let's quickly look at some of the other stuff that's going on. Let's see here. We got up to best token, best everything. It's up 0.25%. Everything else is slightly down. So you're talking about Fetch is down, a few other tokens there. Missor, Remember Dominance, all these OG Web Chef. We've got Mooney Lisa there at the moment. So some of the other tokens from Mooney Lisa are up, but Mooney Lisa itself is down 8% there. We got Go token as well, which was controversial. That is down 20% as well at 7.6 cents. So that's down quite a bit. And I don't know how that goes versus people that actually sacrifice for that project, because I think I'm not sure. Does that make them out of the money quite a bit there? I don't know. You can tell me if you participated. Didn't participate in the course, knowing there was controversies there. But we'll see what happens there. All right, so that is kind of the top one there, Pulse Puppy. But I want to bring up Coin Pulse List. But before I do that, though, we're going to get to the chat there. We've got a couple of comments. And let's have a look at some of this. So Coin Pulse List. Where's the site? Pulse. I haven't even got it on this one. Okay, all right. I haven't got it on there. We'll have to pull it up on my other browser, but it's not there. Let's have a look here. We've got a couple of comments. Let's see. We're up to there. So I'm going to look. Let's go back into that view. And we've got a couple of comments here. So we got Eddie says, "Let's go Bulls. Launch rocket to the moon." Woo! I agree with you on that one, Eddie. And we got Goo God there from the King there. Mooney Eco is moving. Yeah, it's definitely moving. Mona Lisa needs a little bit of a push up, but apart from that, the other tokens were definitely like Frank and others definitely on the move there. Now, I just wonder how the King LP is going versus Gugod's got a second layer of LP webbing with the Mooney ecosystem, so yeah, well worth checking that out too. That's in addition to the base load. You earn some pretty good tokens with King. You earn, of course, PulseX. You earn most, don't you? And you earn Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear, I think, is the 3 that you earn there with the old King. So crushing it there, earning some pretty valuable tokens on the old PulseChain. All right, and the price is at all-time highs. Can't do much better than that. So that is kind of cool there on the old PulseX. We're going to jump into the Tokesns now. We're going to shift gear. We're up 35 minutes on the hour, so we're going pretty well. So let's have a quick look at Tokesns. Ethereum is up, of course, dramatically. And here we are on Tokesns starting to move. Just little teasers of the move here. Buy low and sell high, right? That's the thing. So we got the old, in fact, we got someone from the Tokesns community, don't we? Up there, top here somewhere. Somewhere I saw. I thought we did, but I can't see them here today. We got Tokesns here is at up 16%. Obviously, Ethereum is up there. So what is the ratio? That's the key one, right? What's the ratio? Let's go have a look at what the ratio is here for the old Tokesns versus Ethereum. And we can see that actually it's breaking up just now as we're talking about. It is breaking through. So if you want to catch the train, you got to catch it probably now. Do your own due diligence, not financial advice. But that's starting to break high highs here. So we're at 9 zeros, 1163 versus Ethereum, right? So 9 zeros, 1163 is where we are. We're breaking through the previous high resistance there and game on, right? So we could really see this start to push, probably pushing at least a 1392. And if it breaks 1600, it's really game on for slowly zigzagging to a new uptrend after this very long tail of a downtrend here for wave 2. And look, are we seeing the beginning of wave 3? And this would be quite glorious, to be honest. The buy and bins all turned off. And so we've got omni-chain strategy come from, Jake Sharp. This could really be quite glorious there. Buy low and sell high. Where are we now? Low. Okay, there's basic stuff there. All right, so let's get into DragonX at the moment. DragonX at the moment has been rallying for some time, as you guys know. It is not stopping. It is not stopping here. And this is a leverage on Tokesns, right? So Tokesns is just starting to break out. This here is already on the move relative to Tokesns, and it is doing pretty well, right? So let's go to the daily chart here, and we can see that the ratio has gone all the way from here down here on the 22nd of 6.4, and it's now way high now. It's basically at another 10. So let's go have a look here. So it was down at 6.4. It is now at a new high of 150, not new high, but new local high of 154%. So 2.5x in the ratio to Tokesns. And of course, if Tokesns goes up versus Ethereum, and Ethereum's going up versus US dollar, and in terms of US dollar price, then it's all going up, leveraged on each other, right? So very powerful mechanism there. That's in 50 days or 49 days that it's gone up. We're on day 50 now. Pretty impressive. And this is probably going to continue to go quite large, right? Let's go to the weekly candles. Have a quick look at that. Actually, yeah, let's do weekly. And you can see on the weekly candle, I'm going to log that too. Let's go log on that. So that's the weekly candle there. And the previous high, right, was this 27.32 on the ratio to Tokesns. And we're currently at 16, and it doesn't look like it's stopping from here. We basically got a very strong higher low here. Higher low. And we were starting all the way down here at 1-to-1. And of course, this was the best time to pick up the old DragonX, lower than 1-to-1, right back here in April. So it is game on here. This thing is probably going to blow minds. Yeah, it's going to probably blow minds here with this chart. So still starting to run away there. Now, obviously, X28 is the omni-chain version of Tokesns, and the ratio is down to 0.59. Wow, it was sitting pretty low at 0.7, now 0.59. Wow, that's pretty crazy numbers there. And Hyper at the moment, and Hydra, all the buy and bins are turned off for Tokesns, DragonX, Hyper, and Hydra. And we can see that Hydra is actually up 22%. The ratio is down at 0.08 DragonX. Now, remember, Hydra is the next level above, like level 3 above. It's, if DragonX is level 2, then Hydra is level 3. And in other words, Hydra is on top of DragonX, DragonX on top of Tokesns, Tokesns on top of Ethereum, and of course, relative to US dollars, right? So Hydra, the buy and burns turned off. Hyper, the buy and burns turned off. DragonX, buy and burns turned off. Titanx is buy and burn turned off. So they got this collateral backing. That's an active collateral. It's a buy and burn. And so that's pretty powerful, and it's turned off. So you're getting in. It's already going up 20% or so. Imagine what it's going to do when the buy and burn's turned on as well, and you got an uptrend with everybody jumping in. It's going to do some pretty awesome things there. We got Helios as well from Stevie D. That is up 26% at the moment, doing pretty well. Volt up 28% as well, looking much better there also. And we've got Inferno up 8% there as well, and they're doing a lot of all the developers in these three teams are doing a lot of stuff, right? New stuff, so it's pretty cool. Morpheus from Brandon, one of the crossover influencers, PulseChain Titanex, is up 6.8%, and they're going. I think they're going to PulseChain, they're going to BaseChain, I think, possibly even Sonic Chain. I'll just add that in, but possibly. So we'll see where that goes with the old dexes. They've got the Switch, right? Their Switch platform, and that's looking pretty bullish for that as well. What else we got going there? Matrix up 42%, doing pretty well there. What else is looking? Tink Farm is now at 4.25 cents. So this is going up a lot, right? So pretty exciting there. Let's go have a look at the old Tink Farm. It's been a while. So let's go have a look at our good old friend, the Tink Farm. And this is very bullish. All starts going up. Once things start going up in price, it all starts going up the opposite way, right? Everything, sort of flywheels its way on the upside, just like it does on the way down. So the incentive token is up, but the yields are going up, and the more capital goes in there and so on. It just sort of goes up and up and up there. So yeah, we're looking pretty good there. We've got 13.8 million in supply of Tink. 4.7 million has been burned so far, so that's tracking pretty well. We've got all these peers at the moment. The best peers offering about 58% for the X28 Tink one there. Tink Titanex 50%, so you can sort of see some of the yields looking pretty attractive. And all the way down here at DragonX there, DragonX Titanex at 12%. So some pretty nice little yields there as well. All right, so that is the old Tink Farm. And then, of course, we come down further. Let's scroll down here. We've got Viper up nicely today, 28%. Ascend up 22% here. These are more niche, right? There's all next levels. Some of them are, some of them are level. They're level 3s and stuff. They're not too bad. But what else? We got all these new ones that have been launching on base, right? So from Alias and Stevie D, not Stevie D. Not Stevie D. The dude, my bad. Sorry, I got those confused. The dude and stuff like that. So they're all going over the base chain from looks of it, and they're performing as well. Uranus was the first one that went over. That's up 13%. That's at 2.25 X28. So it's up a lot from yesterday, and at 13%. So Uranus doing very well. And that was with the dude and James. And James runs, of course, the token up here, Baby Dragon X, which is bull on Dragon X. And that's probably going to run away pretty well, I think, as the meme token there. Baby Dragon X up 25%. Yeah, so that's probably going to run away too, built on top of Dragon X. It's a level 3, right? Level 3 or layer 3. Yeah, so not too bad. It looks like we've got X28 now over on base chain as well. So surprise. Let's go have a look at that and check that out. So there we go, not just Ethereum. It's probably influenced that ratio, why the ratio has dropped. But there it is on the daily there. I don't know. Was it always there? I don't know. It's been there for a long time. I didn't realize it was there that long. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Is it there? Oh, wow, that's been there that long, since March. I must have missed that. I don't know how I missed that, but there we go. What else do we got going? What's coming up? We've got Bitcoin Genie. That is coming up from Stevie D, the mad scientist. This is going to be Frontier DeFi now. And then we've also got Taurus there coming up from Cryptographics. And they look all pretty close, right? I think all the audits and everything's done for Taurus. I think it's pretty close. And so these two, both of them are trying to solve the demand side of crypto and sustainability. And so will they have done it? That's the question. We're going to find out. Have they done that successfully? Because that's what we're after, the holy grail, right, of tokenomics. And this is about as frontier as it gets with the old Genie and Taurus. And of course, let's see which one. Maybe both of them do it. Maybe one of them will do it. Let's see. But that's kind of the holy grail. We're looking forward to it. So Stevie D and the mad scientist, and of course, Cryptographics, another PulseChain Titanex crossover influencer there as well. I'm not the only channel that's like that, but there we go. What else? We got a couple other comments in the chat there. Let's scroll back up here. We've got quite a few more comments in the chat. We've got Tombos in house there. Good morning, Super. Good morning, Tombos. Good to see you. We've got Mr. Onazuka. Mr. Onazuka does amazing artwork. So big shout out to you, Mr. Onazuka. We do honor you here today. And Morpheus is the #1 Titanex protocol. That's from GooGod. Certainly is a powerhouse, that's for sure. And that's all the way back up here, isn't there? the old Morpheus. Morpheus. Have you guys seen the skit? Was it the skit of the Office with the Morpheus skit? That was the final, wasn't it? It was a masterpiece, that's for sure. Morpheus there. I think it was called Dorpheus, wasn't he? Dorpheus. You guys got to check it out if you haven't seen the Office skit on the Matrix. Very, very funny. So we got Morpheus there at number 12, looking very, very good indeed. And that is definitely going to be a powerhouse in the Titan X system for sure. Thomas says, have we looked at Sparta yet today? Well, I briefly looked at Sparta. We talked about it in the chart there. We didn't deep dive into it. I mean, we might have time to do that though. We can go back and have a look at a few coins in a bit more depth. Trenton in the house there says Dragon X to the moon. It definitely is a powerhouse. Dragon X is kind of like the gold token, I think, inside here. Although I think Morpheus definitely going to have a good run itself. So we've got Dragon X there. It's kind of like the gold one. We've got Duke of Booze. Cheers, everybody. Hey, hand around the drinks. We need the drinks to be handed around. We got Morpheus as the ultimate leverage play on Dragon X. Yeah. Well, it is going to be huge, isn't it? So let's have a look at Morpheus here. It is built on Dragon X, so it is a layer 3. So yeah, keep that ratio goes, and it's game on. And of course, they've got a lot of utility, right, with the old swapping, dexing type of thing. So yeah, there's a good edge there. Not good. God says, have you seen BP die on base? No, I haven't. I haven't seen that. PP die on base. I'll definitely check that out. Let's have a look here. Don't know if we've got it. It's not on this list. It's one of the you're talking about on a PulseChain. It's gone to base. I guess is what you're saying. I'll try and find out about that anyway. Feel free to hit me up on that one, good God. If you want to send me a DM or something, that'd be perfectly good. All right, so that is it on that. Let's jump back here. I'm going to go back to the usual format. We're probably going to play this video actually. Now this is the banana part. So we're getting these moves in the prices. Things are starting to come back a bit. I think we're already on the turning point for this big rally. And so let's watch this quick video while I queue up the PDI charts and other stuff like that.
Not a mystery. It is a repeat of the debt cycle. They are rolling the debts. They are doing the same thing each cycle. It's not to do with a halving cycle, nothing to do with any of that. It's all driven by liquidity cycle and funding of debts. Each phase, we get phase 1 of the banana zone, banana number 1. The corrective zone, banana number 2 comes. Another correction, banana number 3. So this is the banana zone. So that's what happened in 2020, 2021. Off we go. Sorry, that was 2017, which again looks very similar to this one. That was the last one. Here we are now. It can't be clearer to me. I've shown you the macro evidence, the technical evidence, the sentiment evidence. Everything here suggests to me that hold on to your hats. Don't fuck this up. Don't lose control of your tokens. Don't use leverage. Don't get your wallet hacked. Just sit with it. Be careful. Don't get FOMO. Do all of the right things, and we'll go up to the next phase of the correction zone. That's going to be harder, because the next one that happens, we'll have a 35% drop, and you'll all say, is it over? And you'll definitely be sure it's over, and everybody on Twitter will tell you it's over, and it won't be over. By our work, we suggest that because of the elongation of the business cycle, because rates were higher for longer, the forward-looking liquidity suggests that, again, probabilistically speaking, without any guarantees, this whole thing goes into Q1, maybe Q2 of 2026, which would align with Trump's, trying to win the midterms as well. So everything's lined up for us. I think it started. So keep the faith, keep building stuff, and let's keep driving Siri forward with all of this. Thank you.
All right, so that's a little clip out of that video. That's been a pretty viral video, but of course it paints the picture very well. It's got a lot of stuff in that video, so you definitely want to check it out. Tomba says, I love this banana chart video. Yeah, it's really good. And that we're right at that doorstep, right, of that move. So it's going to be pretty exciting. Tom says, does anyone else have a link for this clip? Yeah, well, I'll put it. If you're in the Telegram group for the Kryptonite Show, I'll put it in there after the live stream. How about that, Tom Boss? All right, cool. And maybe someone else might hit you up before I do, but I'll definitely put it into the Telegram group there. All right, cool. What else? Let's get back into it. We're gonna we got a bit more time. We got 49 minutes on the hour. We'll probably keep going for about another 10 minutes and get into revisit some of the PulseChain stuff. So let's do that. Let's get back on the mix here. So yeah, we got a few charts here. Now get into the chat there if you want me to look at any particular chart. Now's the opportunity. So get into it. One thing I'm going to point out here is that we've got someone in the chat there around PMX 500. So we're going to have a quick look at that just to kick it off there. We had a few comments about that one, so we'll have a quick look. That chart's definitely looking hot, isn't it? Definitely looking hot. So this is the hourly chart, just constantly going up there. Some nice little volume candles coming in regularly. That's something I really like to see. These little volume candles coming in regularly. So that's kind of cool. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hours, the trader view, as you can see. Trader view chart looking real solid. And then the daily chart, let's look at that. So that's the daily chart. So yeah, this chart, PMX 500, looking incredible and is doing very well on this one. Let's see if we got any little bit of description on that. PulseChain Power Meme Coin 500 Index. 500 memes, one algorithm. There we go. Aggregates the top 500 meme coins on PulseChain into a simple dynamic meme coin tracker that rebalances every 60 seconds there. So pretty clever stuff. And the chart is saying that it's clever too so far. So not bad. I'm not sure what the supply is, but we definitely check that out as well. It doesn't seem to have any issues on the quick intel. Just note that deck screener intel isn't always correct. So you do often need to do further due diligence on that. But this is all green across the line there. Now, as you guys know, the new block explorer from Midgard has got a token checker. It's kind of a first line of defense. You can paste it into that sort of AI checker there, and it does that, which is pretty cool. We got check my pulse in the house there. LFG Superman, woo! We are on our way. We are, and I like that. That's the flames for that one. Watch Shaking Hexkins, absolutely. That's really exciting. So a big shout out there. Now, if you guys haven't followed the channel, smash that subscribe button on YouTube. We're streaming on 3 YouTube channels right now. The Kryptonite Show, Superman Crypto, big shout out to you guys. And of course, PulseChain X as well. So we're on 3 YouTube channels at the moment. And we're also streaming live on X. So definitely, if you're on X, repost the stream because it's it's good. It's good. We're covering all the good stuff here. All right, so let's get into it. PMX there doing very well indeed. And you can definitely check that out on the channels there. I'm just going to post this into 90mm and quickly check out that. So and let's post it in the chat here. Actually, no, let's do Midgard. Let's go to Midgard. Why don't we go to Midgard and see whether it's got that on there? We got Midgard here somewhere. PC experience. I'm not sure if that's Midgard. This is a different browser, so I've got a bit of loss. You always know yourself on a different browser, but it's got different things on it. I think it's got different things on it, so we might just leave that there. But definitely check out the supply and the hold account. I always like to do that. Some of the basics and the volume at the moment: 14k volume on 230k liquidity and 9.3 million market cap. So there we go. So definitely got a decent supply of tokens there. So yeah, the website. Let's go check that out. Just while we're doing a few. If you've got any other token we want to check out, get it in the chat there. And let's have a quick look here. So there is the index. Guess you can find out a lot more about it. Yeah, not bad. Not there. The only meme coin built to 100,000x fueled by memes. There we go. So not bad. It's got a whole ton of people on that one, but you can check that out on the website. So that is a PMX 500. Certainly performing incredibly well, as you can see. So there we go. All right, so let's jump into some of these other ones here. X Game, of course, we're following that. Now, as you guys know, we're a big supporter of Firewhale. And, of course, this is going up and away on this one. In fact, the last update we had that we put into the Telegram group, if you haven't joined the Telegram group, I'll definitely join up today. Now, I'm going to post the Telegram groups in here. Hey, thanks, Google, for posting that on the Telegram. I just saw that now. That's awesome. So let me just... go to the Telegram and post this in here. So let me get a link, and I'm sure I've got this in the video descriptions, but I just can't remember 100%. And I've got that up at the moment. So if you want to join the Kryptonite Show Telegram, definitely join up. But I'm pretty sure it's in the video description. We got Hex. Yeah, Hex. Hey, look, Hex is going to blow minds. I'm sure of it. That's going to be crazy stuff. You're getting Hex at the moment. I'm sure you're going to be pretty happy later on. That is the Kryptonite Show Telegram. Join up today, and you can get your own link. Type / link, and you'll get your own link, and you can share that out as well. We've got a lot of cool founders and project teams in there, and we're going to continue to build that. And got a really cool community, right? We want a community where everyone has a good time, and I think so far it's going pretty well. All right, so that's kind of cool. Now I wanted to post the link to the X Game portal. This is the first dedicated community on there, and of course you get all the stuff there, price stuff and that, and all so much happening in there. You can definitely join up today. And I'm going to post that link as well for X Game Portal, the first dedicated portal there. Just waiting for that to pop up. Let me pull that up there as well. So this is X Game Portal. Join up today. Now, this game, when it launches, is going to be crazy, guys. So definitely get into it, into the portal today and become part of our community. That is the link there to X Game Portal. I've just got X Game, but X Game Portal is our community. X Game's the official name of the team. That's from Firewell. And, of course, Randy Alasky, a good friend of Firewell. And then X Game Portal is our community one. So, we're independent. We're not, associated, but we're big supporters of that. We know could potentially be a killer viral protocol or game on PulseChain. So it's going to be a whole casino, right? So, and it's going to be fully licensed as well, which is pretty rare in crypto. So that is what we're looking forward to coming up. And at the moment, you can see that we've got a nice update. SolidX community, your feedback was a key, and the devs are deep in the lab cooking up something big. They're implementing the best ideas, polishing the gameplay, and turning up the heat on everything from visuals to UX. And yes, a new round of testing is coming soon. More energy, more fire, more fun. Stay tuned and stay solid. Now, this is the game, and the sound effects are amazing, of course. And in fact, I don't think I've got a video set up on this at the moment, but this game is going to be, everyone's talking about what's a killer game for PulseChain, what's going to go viral. This is definitely something that is a top candidate for that, right? So I think you get excited about it. Now, I think I do have the video here as well, just to play I love the sound effects, so try and see if I can cue that up. Not sure if I've got it right here right now. I did a video right playing it. Don't know if you guys have seen that, but this is the new version, right? The kind of the new version showcase there. But I do have a little bit of the old one. Should I play a little bit of that? I probably should. We've got a bit of time, right? So let me play that. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Kryptonite Show. This is a sneak peek of the X Game Crash Game coming up, launching soon. We're going to play it on testnet. Let's see if it plays. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Kryptonite Show. This is a sneak peek of the X Game Crash Game coming up, launching soon. We're going to play it on testnet and enjoy. We're going to play a couple of rounds. After this, of course, join up to X Game Portal, pretty much the first and best X Game community, and you're going to love it in there. We've got everything you could possibly ask for, including all the latest information and game updates. So definitely get on there. All right, let's play a few rounds, and we're going to play, I don't know, let's play $100. Started off nice and easy, 110, let's go. And let's see how we get on here. So we've got a countdown, 10 down to 0, let's go. But like some of these X-Space game launches. We've got some asteroids coming past us as well. Let's see where we go from here. Waiting for the block to tick over here on the testnet. You can see the house balance is sitting just over 1.1 million on the testnet there, looking pretty juicy. Here we go. Now basically got to hit the X that's going up, 1.23x. Oh, it got crashed out already. That's how quick it happened. Crashed, and better luck next time. So I lost, what did I lose? A couple $100, $110. Let's have a look at some of the history that I've got here. Couple of wins, couple of losses. That's the way it goes. Let's go up here. We can also, on the right-hand side, we can also see some of the last X multipliers. Obviously, it can go up very high. You've got to get out before it crashes. Let's do another $150, and let's bet that. Let's go for another round. See if we can do a bit better this time and actually try to win. Maybe it will go up many X's. Who knows? 12X, 10X. We shall see. Waiting for the round to start, and we got lots of obstacles in space going up there. Let's check it out. So this is going to be an absolute viral game. It's going to be the first of many games, of course. That's going to be pretty exciting. Here we go. We're up 1.1x. Let's see how high we can go. Have we got what it takes? Do we believe in ourselves? That's the question. We're up to 1.5x. Oh, we're going to crash out. Let's see. Up 1.9. Let's crash. Let's do it. That's a nice profit. I'm not going to complain about 2x. How high will it go? Well, it went to 2.9. All right, so there's a little sneak peek of the game. Now, that's version 1, right? And they've made a version 2 with all the feedback from everybody. So it's going to be really interesting to see what that looks like moving forward, right? So kind of cool. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, so far, that was the latest update there. So yeah, new round coming soon. Now, you do need PulseChain testnet v4, right? So just if you guys old school, if you're in our Discord, I've got all the links to testnet v4 in the links, as you guys know. It's one of the benefits of being in our Discord. So jump in there today. Now, get back to the price. The prices started to hum back up, right? Humdinger. And it's on the move. Kind of cool. So yesterday got up to a local high of high actually of was it 3 cents? No, 3/10 of a penny. Sorry, and we're now at 2,900, almost at just under that 3/10 of a penny. But this really could start running away, because what we're expecting, we're obviously test 2, which is pretty much the next game. It's probably going to be the thing, without a few doubts. And then of course the game license got to be pretty close. So it's got to be very close to game license, and then it's game on, right? I understand that they could have quite a big marketing program as well, and of course it's going to have a referral program, pretty incredible, 30%. And then of course they're also going to have lots of other games coming as well. So this could really be crazy, guys. And this is supported by the big Firewell, whose idea it is. And of course he's got 3 pump tires tokens, SolidX, Firewell, and X game. And he's got the actual main SolidX coin, the OG one, which is actually going to be burned from the profits. So that's why you've seen it go from $7 to $12. So pretty big there. We've got some pretty exciting ones there. We've got any more comments in the chat there about stuff going on there? I think we had Hex, Hex in there. Now we have covered Hex and pretty full on at the beginning, but that is definitely on the move for sure. So pretty exciting stuff there. Pulse Puppy is up as well, so that's on the move. And we've got any details about that? PulseChain Up, I should say, or PulseChain Pup operates similarly to a PulseChain ETF, offering unique benefits to its holders. Every transaction, 0.5% of the volume is distributed to holders as additional Pulse Pup. While another 0.5% is sent to the Burn wallet. And we got a little bit of a pump coming in from yesterday. A big amount of volume came out of nowhere and pumped that chart. So there we go. What is happening there? I guess they got a website. Yeah, they have. And they got a Twitter and a Telegram. So you can check out those as well. So that's some of the cool ones there. What else is looking pretty interesting here? That's probably it at the moment. We went through this list before, but let's go through. I want to go through some of the big movers of PDI, right? So PDI, obviously Maker was closed down. We had XUSD team in there the other day talking about that. And let's have a look at where PDI is going at the moment with all these PDI Maker coins here. We're going to check that out. So it's up 111% for the week. So quite the rebound there. I'm sure your friend Somi is very happy about that. And so we're back up at 1/1600th of a penny at the moment. So a real strong move the last 2 days on the old PDI. Pretty good. And what else has been moving up? Let's have a look here related to that. USDC. Let me scroll down a bit further here. Rat Bitcoin. So the old forked Rat Bitcoin on PulseChain, some of the top PRC20s is doing pretty well. Remember, there's not much supply because it's a custodial coin over on Ethereum. So there's not much. There's 19.8 million Bitcoin, but there's I think there's only about 160,000 or something Rat Bitcoin over on Ethereum, if I remember rightly, something like that. And so there's not much on PulseChain that got forked over, and here we are at $375. Honestly, the more Bitcoin breaks out, the more aggressively this will go up, is my guess here. Obviously, it was pulled back down a bit. This is the peer versus Pulse. It was pulled back down with the PDI drama, but PDI drama looks like it's over now with the PDI Maker shutdown. And of course, PDI pumping, as we saw there, back up to 1/1600th of a penny. Some pretty nice gains there if you caught that dip. USDC coin is not too far behind PDI. It's at 1/1300th of a penny. So it's not too far behind. Had a nice little rise here. Look at that. Is it going to get ready for another one? It's definitely looking plausible given the uptrend that's going on there as well. USD Tether, of course, is the other one. Just scrolling down here as well. Not sure if we got, yes, USD Tether here. It's pretty much the same price as USDC. Now, these are also paired up differently on the Maria Tropa ecosystem, right? So that's been pumping the Tropa. And of course, we've got this as well. USD Tether, I think, is matched with Treasury Bill, if I remember rightly. So that is looking positive as well. Treasury Bill, I think, has been doing pretty well. What else? Scroll down here. I was trying to look for P Maker, actually. I'm just trying to find a P Maker. Is P Maker? Did I drive past P Maker? I think I may have. This is on Coin Pulse list, by the way. This is kind of pretty much the best data site, I think, that I'm aware of. You guys can let me know if you've seen another good one. But this is definitely doing pretty well. I'm not sure where P Maker was. Was it back up here? Did I drive past it here? P Maker, Maker, don't shake it. There's Treasury Bill. So Treasury Bill, like I said, Treasury Bill is doing pretty well, isn't it? So look at this chart. Yeah, it's coming off the bottom though, right? So that could be a quite nice pickup, right? Check out do due diligence on that, but that could be pretty tasty. And yeah, I'm just looking for the Maker contract. I didn't think normally it's not this far down, but maybe it's moved around quite a bit. Yeah, I just don't see it here at the moment, which is annoying. Yeah. Oh, there we've got Aave at the moment. Let's have a look at Aave. So Aave at the moment is 23 cents. Not bad. We've got Aave there. What else? Looking through here. That's on the list. I'm not sure what they have on the ticker description here, but let's see if we can find it. Not sure if it's a P maker, is it? P maker? Is it what they use here? Not sure. Maker. Let's type that in and see that. No. Oh, there it is. $5.69. All right, so let's pull that. So that's coming off the bottom, right? So that is P maker there, and it's come off the bottom. So not bad. It's P maker versus Pulse, right? So Pulse has risen. So this is the USD price. So it was at $3.08. Got really sold off pretty hard, didn't it? It was all the way up at $11 for goodness sake. And of course you had the PDI incident there with the old KD and the XUSD restructuring, all that, closing it down. And now we're back at 567 on the Maker contract. But Maker itself is on the rise. But how's it doing versus Pulse? That's kind of the ultimate question. Let's have a look and see how that's going. Well, we got pretty much sold down and went down to 120,000 Pulse. 118,000. Now it's back up. It's just got pumped the last 2 days ago. It's now at 155,000. So might be possibly a good pickup. But is there a lot better opportunities out there? I think so. But you never know with the old Maker there. I think there's a lot of better opportunities with less risk. Let's say less risk. All right, so we're now in 6 minutes on the hour. I hope you guys have enjoyed the coverage there. What else we got there? So definitely check out the show. Check out the channel there. I think we're heading back. As you guys know, I'm rebuilding on the old channel. We're almost back at 500, and I lost my old channel. Of course, they just took it down. They don't tell you why. IPL, they don't tell you what. They don't answer your calls, so you have to start again, right? So here we are heading back to the first 500. If you haven't followed on the Crypto Night Show on X, definitely give it a follow, and let's see if we can get hit 500 today and move on towards that 1,000 mark. Slowly and surely we'll get there. And of course, we've got lots of more cool coverage coming on the channel. So definitely got to get into that. We've got something big coming out today with the old Monster Thread is coming today. That is the first edition of the Monster Thread. Keep a look out for it and definitely share it around because it's going to be pretty epic as well. So look forward to the Monster Thread coming out. There's something new from the Crypto Night Show, and a big shout out to MVS, our promotional lead, doing a great job out there as well. And of course, we've got a bigger team, wider team out there doing some good stuff. And we're going to talk more about them too in the future as our team expands. Of course, as you guys know, we've moved into doing professional promotions on PulseChain. It is week 5. Can you believe it? Only week 5, and things are going very nicely. We have a big roadmap, and so far it's been going really, really well. And we're looking forward to what's going on. The market timing is perfect, and we're helping a lot of teams and a lot of people, find great value out there. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show today. What else are we going to say? Is that it? So we're up. Is that what we're going to do? It's a Sunday here. It's a lazy Sunday, so I'm probably going to have to do a bit of relaxing there. And I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend with your family and friends. And don't forget, I'll be back again on tomorrow on the Day Live Show. Let's see what other news is coming out, what other opportunities in the market's going to be there. And definitely check out the Monster Thread. And I'll be talking about that on the show tomorrow. The first edition is coming out later on today. So you definitely want to check that out. And it's going to be a weekly occurrence, by the way. So you're going to see some of the best teams in PulseChain on there. You're going to hear some of the best news and best insights on there. It's going to be quite epic, and that's why we call it Monster, the PulseChain Monster Thread. So look forward to that coming very, very soon. So definitely get on the X and give us a follow because you don't want to miss out on that for sure. Let's go, says Tyndall. Let's go. I think that's a great way to end the show. And of course, Frank right there. Great stream as always. Glad to catch it live. A pleasure. Hey, look, we're going to have a great time, guys. Banana part of the chart's going to get taken off. So get out there and get your positions in play. Get your positions in play for the bull market there. All right, peace out, everybody. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next show. Bye for now.